like how would you swap between your bolts. But for the basic things, that would be pretty easy. She probably would be able to have some kind of configuration for it. Select ammo on right click option. And then you also wouldn't need like a quiver or things to hold all of the actual ammunition. But yeah, that's again why the best plan is no plan at all. Just play the game, have some fun, and just go with it. I don't think I didn't get to solo Tob in the last league. I'd like to go do that at some point would be one of my goals. Other than that, well, and getting good at Soul, I guess, would be another goal. Just because it seems like that's going to be one of the harder challenges, and I'm looking for a challenge. Seems fun. Hell, who knows? Maybe after playing leagues, we'll do a Soul Green Log. Doubtful, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll actually enjoy Coliseum. Until I return to main game, attempt Coliseum once, die wave 4, and then log out. Like, die on wave 4 where it's just a fucking Manticore and a mage. Yep. Like, thumbs down, log out. Let me get the fuck out of here. I feel like I could probably make it to wave 6 and then just plank again. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can't just gear hunt. What's the gear gonna do for you if you have nowhere to use it, or you don't have anything you're trying to use it for? So you're just getting gear for the sake of gear. Meh. Couldn't be me. Just getting gear for the sake of getting gear. Who does that? Oh dear, that's a long list. Alright. Yeah, that's the thing also. Is it all how dedicated are you to some of these things? Because I mean they are it's not like just because you take the region you get this stuff handed to you. You still have to earn it. You have to grind. You have to spend time doing these pieces of content. So it's like, yeah. You might end up having everything you need from AFK and Karam wands for 200 mil cooking and fishing, and then that's all you do. And like, all right, cool. Imagine. Yeah, they don't like to get bonked, man. Oh, for fuck's sake. Of course, of course. Also, another big win for Guthan's gang. Who gives a shit about type weakness? You have all three. Stab, slash, and crush. We are gonna need the wiki button handy though, as Guthan's gang of always trying to figure out which style to use. So we don't end up like Dan over there trying to bonk something that's it's not bonkable. Bad RNG, bad RNG. So Champions Challenge. I'll just say zombie, not zombie pirates. What are the ones that drop the zombie axe? Whatever those are. Guthans AFK'd for my zombie champion scroll there. Skeleton champion scroll actually was barraging, so I can't say I Guthans that one. Lesser demon, that was Guthans in the catacombs. Joger was that one I had to use cannonballs because they didn't act. No! Joger was Guthans because I was in God Wars dungeon where they aggro you because you're not wearing a Bandos item. So Guthans gang won the Joger and Hobgoblin champion scroll at God Wars because of the aggro mechanic there. And then we got the giant champion scroll, Guthans, in no, was that one no, that was Venator Bow during the Moss Giant grind. So what is that, 5 champion scrolls? 4 champion scrolls. Hobgoblin, Zombie, Lesser Demon, and Joger were all AFK'd with Guthans. No cannonballs required. Which is good, because I launched so fucking many cannonballs at ghouls that I don't even know. I usually fill the cannon, and then I'm making cannonballs, so at the same time while the cannon's firing. So I don't actually have, like, a kill tracker for a majority of the KC. But I can say pretty much all of my brimstone keys, steel bars, gargoyle tasks, steel bars, and random cannonballs have been launched there for the last, like, 6 months? I don't know when my last champion scroll was. I think it was imps that what I was cannoning prior to ghouls. That would be the imp champion scroll. Whenever I got that is when we started shooting. It's just so nice. It's right near a telly. So you can just fill the cannon and go do other shit. That's how we got the imp one for sure. But he got the soul for the 4th time and died to doom. Oh noes. Did he step in sand and die to doom? Or just get bonked? Got an idea for the alt on League. Choose the 3 least chosen or dead regions. Fair. That would actually be great. I didn't even think that I had about alt for leagues. It's okay, I'll get it next time, Pram. Surely. Man, I'm very much enjoying how much Irby I'm getting right now. Because Irby is just so much more chill than hunting red chins. Even though the chin pet is the one I would prefer to be spooned, but... I don't think Wildy is dead. I think that's going to be one of the more poppin' ones. It's just not something I would personally go for. It does kind of defeat the purpose if you're getting a weapon that replaces your void. I mean, I guess you get a Void Waker before you get the weapon that will replace your Void Waker, but it's just like Giga upgrading your Void Waker after KB, I suppose. But you might just be able to skip the Void Waker grind altogether, which kind of makes your whole region, what are you doing? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, well, shit, goddamn. Okay. Damn, you burned through that real quick. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Well, I mean, wouldn't you, well, I guess we'll have to see. I feel like the spear that you're getting is going to be better than Soul Reaper. But then that means that you would, I mean, I guess you don't require Sunfire to use it. But the um Crystal Armor has prayer bonus to it anyway, so you're not missing out on a ton. That means you have to, so... Oh, I see what you're saying. Because you're healing back 40 with Soul Reaper, but it's actually going to heal you back 80 whenever you spec. So you just Soul Reaper, no matter what your you're axing, you're going to have the ability to heal 80 back. That's fair. I guess the Crystal Armor would be pretty good. The thing is, you can't use your build in Gauntlet, or like that's my one issue with Prif is the fact that no matter what you do in the league, whether you get there at the beginning or the end, you're not going to be able to use anything you got along the way to fight that boss. It's literally the same gear, the same inventory every single time. So, because it's Gauntlet, you have nothing. Yeah, I guess you can go in with different relics, like, but I don't know. It just seems. Why are you gear hunting then? If you're, what are you what are you doing with your gear hunt? Just kind of defeats the point of hunting gear if you can't use it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But now you've just burned one whole region. So now the only stuff you have left is the other two regions that you picked, because now that you've finished Echo Hunlif, you're done with Prif, and you're not doing anything in Prif at all. Everything is for the rest of the game. So it's like, alright. Yeah, it does sound pretty good. I mean, you'd be able to... I would make a good solo top setup, too. Soul Reaper's just popping everything. The downside, the only downside is that when you use the spec, you're gonna lose 20 HP or 40 HP anyway. Because now that you've healed 80 back to full, you're still gonna have to lose 40 on the Soul Reaper because you just burned your stacks. So you have to rebuild your stacks. So I guess it would heal you 80. But the only time healing 80 is effective is when you're 19 HP. If you're above 19 HP, then it's not really doing much. And if you're below 19 HP, what are the chances that you're not getting hit again before your spec goes off? I mean, with Fasani, yeah, for sure. It's not, I'm just trying to think for, like, Tob, how well that would work. The fact that you have to lose another 40 HP after is kind of annoying, but yeah, the Blood Fury would help mitigate that a little bit. It would just be more of an oh shit button, I guess, how that would be. Anytime your HP drops low, use Soul Reaper spec. And then hope that you hit a Blood Fury while you're doing your 5 hits. Or better, your 5th hit heals you. Yeah, pretty... I wish it was the guaranteed damage as well, though, because then it would make it, like, really good as well. Well... Well, then that's defeating your crystal armor, right? I feel like the Blood Fury would probably be consistent enough with, well, I guess it's not improving its chance to proc, but... Was it... It's not just its accuracy, right? Is the crystal armor 30% accuracy and 30% damage? Or was it just 30% damage? 15% damage. Okay, so the accuracy would probably help alleviate it to make Blood Fury more consistent. Is like the chances that you hit Blood Fury, you need to actually hit. So, are we confirmed that you're talking 2-tick attacks? I wouldn't plan on 2-tick attack. Yeah, I wouldn't plan that far. If you're able to 2-tick melee, then there's literally no point in a blowpipe. Like, it just... Why would you go with something that is just guaranteed to be weaker in every single inch? I guess if it's well, it would have to be more than having it. But yeah, it's still, I mean, that would make it still weaker, I would imagine. I guess they'd still be able to 2-tick T-bow and shit. But, again, just the accuracy on melee being 2-tick would just kind of fuck everything up. You'll take the L on other shit when 90% of the game you can fucking melee it out. That would make Kandarin a little bit more interesting, to be honest. Because then, if you could two-tick melee and you grab the weapon from Hispori, then you can two-tick range melee and just fuck shit up. Well, we already have Noxious Alley, so I guess you can already kind of melee shit from afar. Yeah, I mean, I feel like everything will be balanced enough anyway that there's really no right or wrong. I really had to do the whole last 150 moths. Shit game. I'm not really, I really don't think Zaya is going to be for me just because I kind of wanted to use that Sunlight Spear. Will be my thought. And just getting two weapons seems rough whenever I'm already getting two pairs of gloves. Because we're getting the Barrows gloves and then we're going to upgrade to the double healing gloves is the only game plan I have right now. Because I want to use the I want to use all the Barrows gear to do Gaunt or Coliseum. Dude, I really almost made it to another farm run before we got a Red Shin contract. Varla Mori Prif. Alternate to Prif is Asgarnia. Yeah, I was kind of thinking God Wars because that was where I was going with the you hunt all this gear, but then there's nowhere. Like your third region is not really you just have to commit to having fun with Mori only. Because Varlamore, the only boss that you'd really be fucking with is Soul. I mean, I guess you can go to Huey and Moxie and all these as well, but it's not going to be anything crazy. I don't have fucking box traps. That's unfortunate. But go to God Wars. There's 5 bosses to go fuck around with. Yeah, use the gear to go hunt all the various tasks. I feel like I'd be doing Inferno between... probably before Quiver. I don't know. Yeah, probably before Quiver, just to fuck with it. We'll see how easy it is. Probably between... It'll probably be Infernal, Quiver, and then what you call it, the Echo thing, because I feel like we're gonna end up doing the content to unlock Echo Soul, and then gonna get our ass kicked for a few days potentially, or until I go get another upgrade. So then we might end up point hunting to get another upgrade or doing whatever. Yeah, getting Nally is gonna be fun. You just can't leave Araxor, can ya? Yeah, go for rank 1 there too. Might as well. I mean, it should be a piece of fucking piss. Like, you probably can AFK Araxor. Like, the amount of damage that's going to be output You can just DH the bitch. Like, I know with Mori we get a Slayer Helm, but I feel like Slayer Helm is just not even gonna get used. Because Barrows go Burr. Barrows is gonna heavy carry a lot of my stuff. I'm gonna go have fun grinding out Barrows. As soon as I have a way to get there quickly, which is probably just the Clue Relic thing. But yeah. Yeah, Guthan's gang go Burr. Until we can upgrade Guthans into other gear. See, I'm kind of thinking the same thing, but not with Soul Reaper. I was thinking of going with the full Sunfire, the Spear, Blood Fury, and the gloves. You don't have the oh shit thing, but I mean, you probably don't need it at that point. Yeah, if there is some spec relic stuff, see that would actually even help out the spear a little bit more, make a better use case, because I think that is a spear. But yeah, dog sword spec relic is just, it sounds super fun, and anything that sounds super fun, that's the route to go. So I've been leaning towards that, and also Nex, like solo Nex with a healing setup like that also sounds pretty fucking fun. I don't know. You can nally everything. Or just probably Guthans, beyond, if we don't have the spear setup going by then. But I feel like you could take the thing from Echo Soul and then just go solo Nex with it, and that would be super cool. And fuck around until you get upgraded to Torva from your Sunfire to make the thing even better. And then pull a God Sword, or the Dog Sword, sorry. Yeah, exactly. Guthan's stat. Well, so literally the only thing with Guthan's is its accuracy. So you have to make sure all of your other slots are filled out. So that's why I've been saying the other weapons to potentially replace it down the line, but you have to set it up to get the better heal effect to outplay that. Because I'm thinking you don't even need a Blood Fury. I think it's literally just use an Amulet of the Damned. Use an Amulet of the Damned until you get the Barrow's Gloves, which effectively replaces it. And as soon as you get the Barrow's Gloves, now you go to a 50% chance to heal every time. It'd be great. But yeah, exactly. Rancor, I think, would be better because then your Guthans is actually hitting. And if it's hitting, you're healing. If it hits a 0, you're not healing. So the higher the accuracy you get, it would definitely beat out the Blood Fury. Because what is that? That's 15 accuracy? And you get an Ultor out of it because, yeah, exactly. Vardorvis is also on the record, so I would literally have my main game Guthans set up that I use in leagues, and it'd be great. Yeah, I mean, it's also just again the fun fact.